Hi and welcome to this quick tutorial on how to add mobs and spawn mobs in our world. So first of all I'm going to go ahead and log in, and as we drop down you'll see the World Hammer, and I'm going to move over and grab the World Hammer editor and press I to equip it, and then drag it onto the left hand to actually enable it. So we're going to move up by pressing Q, and then we're going to say move across and disable the tutorial on the top right. So now we can delete some cubes. So instead of doing it one by one, we're going to increase the size of the delete tool, and using the keys 5 and 6 we can increase or decrease the size of the selector, and we're going to then go ahead and remove 3 different sections. So now we're going to go and start adding entities. And we want a mob spawn point, because obviously we want to spawn mobs, so we'll use the mouse wheel to select that. And then as you can see we have sticky cubes enabled, so the cube sticks against other cubes, but we're going to change to free mode, and then we can use the mouse wheel to move the cube further in and out of space. And then we're just going to go ahead and put in a few different mob spawn points. Then use the mouse wheel again to move out and put a few in the distance. So there's our mobs. We're now going to run the map by pressing the top left run button, and this causes us to respawn at the spawn point. See, as we drop down here you'll see there's the pit. Now, and as we get close you'll start seeing mobs appearing. And these mobs will spawn as soon as they have a valid path to a player. So again, with a few down there, I'm just going to I think I'm going to drop down, see if I can get attacked a few times. As you can see, my health goes down, and as soon as you're attacked enough times you will die, and obviously then respawn. So I'm going to make a couple of changes to the level. I'm going to shrink down the add tool, and I don't think I meant to pick that. I will pick sticky cubes. I'm going to then use the mouse wheel to spin around and select wooden planks. So I'll go ahead and start adding a base, and this is going to be a staircase that will allow the player to move down and into the pit. I'm just going to create a base. And then I'm going to create some more cubes on the wall to allow staircase. I accidentally added the wrong one, so just delete it quickly by pressing 2 and deleting the cube. I'm going to add a few more to create a staircase. Now, the mobs would normally be able to walk up this, so what I'm going to do is remove a set of cubes to prevent them from getting up there, and it gives us kind of a safe area. This is a current limitation in mobs, is that they can't jump over certain things. And I'm going to actually use the second play icon to spawn me where I stand rather than going to the spawn point. As you can see, we have some mobs already down there, and they're mostly idle because they have no path, but as soon as we jump down there they all start to sort of attack you and swarm on you. Again, I'm going to drop down, and yeah, they've managed to kill me. So the next thing to do then is to just show you again them attacking. But it's possible you see they accumulate below you, and then you go into this corner, you'll see they'll all start moving towards and attacking you. So let's equip the world editor again. As you see, if you are quick enough you will not fall to the ground and float down. So let's just add a few cubes to allow them to get out. Then we're going to run the world again, and as soon as you see, they all have a path out, so they're all coming out of the pit, moving towards the player. Of course, if there was multiple players, then you would have multiple targets for the zombies, and they would split up and attack each player individually. Pressing Q allows you to get a third person view, and again we have the zombies coming up to attack, and there we go, there's enough of them have attacked and I'm dead. So let's equip the editor once last time, and this is really just to pause the world and allow us to spend a bit of time actually registering or claiming this world as our own. As you can see, without logging in, you have no ability to claim a world. So feel free to register using the details provided, and in this case I'm just going to use my existing account and log in. As you can see, we spawn on the far corner of the map. This will probably change in the future, but let's go ahead and have a look at the current world, and then obviously the worlds. We've no current world, so let's go ahead and claim this current world, and then rename it to Zombie Pit. So we save that. When we move over to the world, you see that we now have a URL, and unfortunately it's not very clear here, but it's L8 on the end. So we can go ahead, and this is a URL you can give to anybody, and as soon as they paste that URL into any web browser, assuming they have WebGL, then they will appear in your world. So just let the world load. And as I am already logged in previously, it will automatically connect me straight to the world. And there, as you can see, the zombies have spawned. They're all coming up, and we have a lone zombie going down to attack us, but we're going to run away until there's a few more down here. And that brings us to the end of the tutorial. Check out wiki.cubiverse.net for more information on adding mobs and the various options that can be set via JavaScript. Thanks.